Going down to Mr. Gray's to have myself a time.
Angry comments everywhere, humble folks without sensations.
Going down to Mr. Gray's to leave my woes behind.
Ghosts and cryptids everywhere, even some that twisted crazy.
Going down to Mr. Gray's to see if I can unwind. Come on down to Mr. Gray's and meet some friends of mine. Hey guys, Dan from World of Mr. Grey, Dandolph the Grey. And I haven't done a comments video for about 2 weeks, I think. I got some catching up to do. Some just keep saying that I talk too much. Well, you are in for a treat, you people. The ones who don't like me talking. You're not really, but you know what I mean. This is something I like to do every now and then. To try and like engage with you, the viewers. This is something I really enjoy. I enjoy the most, actually. It's not because I like hearing myself talk like some people say. It's just because I like engaging with the viewers. And I like to read interesting questions. Some are dumb, some are really interesting. Either way, I enjoy them all the same. So I'm just going to go through. This might be a long one. This probably will be a long one, actually. And I'm just going to see what we'll see. And I'm just going to go for the top. By the way, before we go any further, I am actually going to start promoting myself a bit more. I never do. I never promote myself. So I'm just going to give a quick shout out to everyone who supports me through Patreon. For those who don't, it's fine, don't worry. I'm not forcing anyone to go there, but it is there. I'm going to link it down below. I always link it down below anyway. But there's nothing behind the paywall. It's for pure support in the hopes that one day, in the not too distant future, I can do this full time. That's all it is. You don't have to do it. I'm not forcing you to do it. There's nothing there special that will make you want to do it. In fact, you don't even have to do it. I'm just going to put it out there as like I rarely ever do, and that's promote myself. So I'm going to quickly read all the people who support me on Patreon right now. And yeah, so in no particular order: Jenny J, thank you. Bob McNoodler, thank you. Nicole Strunova, thank you. Tim Gregg, thank you. T.A. Zorik, thank you. Carrie, thank you. Nick Phillips, thank you. Miss Sarah Wheeler, thank you. Mominator, thank you. Dan T, thank you. Out of Order. Out of Order, by the way, was the one who, all the way from Canada, made that picture and sent it all the way to me in sunny South Wales. So, always appreciated. Kerberos, thank you. Maurizio Morelli, thank you. Truders, I think I'm saying it right, thank you. Craig Dunn, thank you. Flavio Flores, thank you. Out of Order twice, that's weird. You need to, out of order, if you see this, you need to check that. I think you've subbed twice for some reason. So cancel one of them, but I appreciate it. Morton Hoy, thank you. Maggie Wills, thank you. Daft Old Dad, thank you. David Goldstraw, thank you. Francis J. Pitts, Frankie Pitts, thank you. Fairy Princess Kitty, thank you. Libby Redmayne, thank you. Out of order again. Hang on, it's right. Out of order. If you see this, you need to check your stuff. I think you might have subbed too many times. If you've done it on purpose, I appreciate it. But if you haven't, you need to go check that because you might be getting charged 3 times. Michelle Demonte, thank you. Blinker Legs. Or Blinker Legs, sorry. Thank you. Hallowed Ground, thank you. Boo Boo, thank you. I think I have you all. I think I do. I do apologize if I missed anyone. That's what's showing me right now. I think I got you all. I do apologize if I haven't. But I appreciate it all the same. Thank you, PC, for binging right by there. Hoping going to have a membership up on the channel as well. Because I know a lot of people ask for that instead. Because some people just don't like Patreon, which is fine. But the only thing stopping me from doing it, I've tried to do it a few times. But the only thing stopping me is it keeps asking me to put like a perk up, as in like members only stream, members only video. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to hide anything behind the paywall. That's something I've said from day one when I kept getting asked about the Patreon. Nothing is behind it, and it's going to be the same with the membership stuff if it ever gets up, because YouTube keeps asking me to hide stuff behind the paywall, and I really don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. It's not that I don't want to. I'm not going to do it. So if it continues to ask me that, there won't be a membership, unfortunately, but I'll keep on trying. So, self-promotion out of the way. which, like I said, I never do. I appreciate everyone who just watches my videos without anything else. I really appreciate it. But I hope everyone realizes that. But anyway, this is already going to be a long bloody video. So, I'm just going to go from the top. I don't answer every single comment, sorry, because there are a lot, and some just are not questions. But I at least try to heart them, so I'm going to heart that one. Right, first comment is quite funny. I've had a few of these. From Volatile American. And they commented on the case of the infamous kitchen ghost slapped hand breakdown, the kitchen ghost one. And they ask, why does your kitchen look exactly like the one from the ghost video? It's because it is my kitchen. That kitchen, which ended up on Slapped Hand, is my kitchen. But it was taken from a clip I made a few months ago of how to make a ghost video. And I titled it Masking, I think, what did I say? Masking Tutorial, How to Make a Poltergeist Kitchen Video or something like that. And one of my viewers who asked my permission said, can I use this for an experiment? And he sent it into Slapped Ham and a few other people, I think, and Slapped Ham used it. Nothing against Slapped Ham, that's what happens. You submit a video and if it looks good enough, it gets used. So that's why yes, it is my kitchen. And it's funny because, like I said, I've had that comment quite a lot on that video. And your kitchen looks exactly like that kitchen. It's because it is. But it's quite funny how many people are still telling me, oh, that kitchen one, I think it's done this way. I think it's done that way. It looks fake to me. Not realizing in the video I made, not the tutorial one, but the one of the slapped ham, I am literally... I make my funny little fake video about my fake video. It's baffling. That is like one of the best social experiments I've ever seen done. And it wasn't done by me. I just made the video. But thank you, Volatile American. I hope I've explained it. This one's funny. I saw this morning before I went to work, and I thought it was quite funny. Samuel Arnie. And they commented on the why you need to stop using the SLS Connect camera for ghost hunting video I made almost a year ago now, I think. And he says, I never asked you. So I'm going to reply, I never asked for this comment, but here we are. But here we are. That is such a non-comment, and it's pretty much... The majority of the negative, and not negative, like I always say, you're allowed to disagree with me. Everyone has an opinion, same as me. Most of the time I back my opinions up. But that is such a non-comment. It's what a pointless comment. You took the time to say, I never asked. Well, this video wasn't for you, Samuel. That video was clearly not for you. You obviously watched it. And then you commented, I didn't ask you. And no, you didn't ask me either. Because, But anyway. Yetadaki Masu says, I hope I'm saying your name right. And they commented on the last one I did, the most serious I have ever been about anything. I was not serious in that video. Said, why didn't you think that the nursing home was the same drone effect as the shadow person or something similar? It has a lot of shape to it. Just curious, love your videos. Well, first of all, thank you. They're talking about the one I showed. Should I show it? Right, so this is the video in question. Skip my own ads for a minute. So it's this footage they're talking about. And in the clip before that, it was the Dark Ghost Paranormal, actually, where it was this one with that. Now, the reason why I said that is a drawn-in shadow dude, and the CCTV one is more likely a cobweb or a spiderweb. By the way, someone asked me, isn't a cobweb the same as a spiderweb? No, it's not. A cobweb is dust which falls off the ceiling eventually if you don't clean it out. A spider's web is made by a spider. That's the difference. But the reason why I said that this one is more likely a cobweb, it's just because of the way it looks. The way it looks and the way it moves. I mean, you could definitely you could definitely draw that in. You could definitely make like a white mist, same way I did with the black mist, the black shadow dude, whatever. But in this case, it's night vision. I mean, it's easily done, but to me, it just looks like a naturally swaying or falling cobweb. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not 100% on it, but that's exactly what that looks like to me. Whereas in Dark Ghost Paranormal Shadow Dude, it was clear as day, a drawn-in shadow effect, which I've used before the days of Adobe on the old Amiga. I used to do things like that. I used to make my little own special effects videos and animations. This is why I can spot them pretty good. That was almost 30 years ago, you know. So, this is why I'm fairly decent at spotting stuff like that. You know, the difference between a natural phenomena like a cobweb as opposed to a clear as day drawn in effect. That's why I made that difference. But thank you for the comment. A chicken farmer says, and they commented on the case again, the infamous kitchen ghost one. They say, "While I'm a firm believer in the paranormal, family has a history of seeing stuff that could be considered psychic. Anyway, I don't believe most of the videos I see. I know it's easy to fake these. It just seems so mean-spirited to make these fake videos. Well, like I said, there's many reasons why some people make those fake ones. One, notoriety. They get their name out there. They get, you don't see before YouTube. You didn't see videos like this. You just didn't. I mean, you had the videos going around the interwebs, where you had to download like a bloody QuickTime video, and I saw many of those before the days of YouTube. But YouTube is when it really kicked off, when everyone started making paranormal videos, and you get the odd, that little tiny handful of group of people who genuinely try to go out and see if they can find something through various means. I'm not saying they do, but at least they're genuine and they don't try to fake stuff. But unfortunately, 99.9% of paranormal videos on YouTube are utter bloody bollocks. And what I mean is, I don't mean that the rest are 100% real ghosts caught on camera, but the 99.9% people who make paranormal videos, unfortunately, they deliberately try to pull the wool over your eyes. But like I said, there's many reasons. Some just do it because it's fun. I mean, it is fun. Don't get me wrong. I've made my own, but I've always been upfront with mine. But then you got the others who, I believe they're in the same category as not scammers. That's a bit too harsh, I think. They're not scammers because it's an opinion at the end of the day, I suppose. But they do put things in their videos and they say it's real. Like Really Haunted is one of them. I'm not saying Really Haunted is a scammer. I am not saying that one bit. But Really Haunted at the beginning of his videos always puts, this is 100% real. When we know they're not. We know they're not. We can see they're not. We can see the masks. We can see the blatant bollocks in those videos. I mean, I suppose it's down to you what you want to think of it. A lot of them do it for the entertainment value, and they are very entertaining. Like Dark Ghost puts a disclaimer. Tim Rosoff puts a disclaimer. I mean, the likes of Franco TV, which I made debunking videos on when I first started doing these kind of videos. At the time, they were like, this is 100% real. Now they've changed it to, no, I just want to be entertaining. So it is starting to change, I think, the way people make their fake paranormal videos. I don't know, it's a weird one, because at the end of the day, they're not breaking any laws. They're not. I mean, YouTube does have a sort of law where, you can't put any misleading information up. And obviously, if you fake stuff like that, there's clearly misleading people. But at the same time, YouTube doesn't seem to police that kind of YouTube rule, I suppose. Which I don't know whether they should or they shouldn't. I genuinely don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. It's a weird little crack in the YouTube rules where you can make a fake video and you can say it's 100% real, but even though there's people like me and other people saying, no, actually, you're full of shit. But YouTube allows it. But then if you say something like, I'm not going to say it because it'll bloody probably get me demonetized, but some certain virus isn't real, that is clearly misinformation and could be dangerous to people's health. I don't know. I mean, it's really hard for me to say anything other than, like, I don't know when it comes to YouTube laws and are they scamming people and are they just being mean-spirited? I don't know. I'm sure some are. And, like, the ones I don't like are, like, the likes of Jodie Dean. I don't like those ones. They're clearly aimed at kids. Because no adult would believe anything on Jodie Dean or anything like that. But it's clearly aimed at kids. But when you actually watch them, they're not for kids. You know, it's strange. I don't know. I tend not to, even though I just made an entire bloody opinion on it. I tend not to comment on that kind of thing much because I just don't know the ins and outs of YouTube laws and what have you. I don't know. But interesting comments. And I probably didn't answer exactly what you asked. But anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot. Adam says, I'm a watch everything on your channel, Dan, because you're a good bloke and funny as well. Even though I believe in ghosts, I am the biggest skeptic, as well as it's nice to respect another point of view. Just keep bearing you, that's the main point. Exactly. I'm the same. And it's about the, because I put a poll out. Where is it? I put a poll out the other day. Asking, why do you come here? And I put debunking videos, breakdown videos, rambling comments videos, and don't matter, I'll watch anything here. I was going to put gaming videos as well, even though they don't do very well. I really enjoy when I play games with Rich. And I know some of you do, but it's not my biggest viewership, which is fine, don't worry. But so gaming sort of falls into the category of don't matter. But 50% prefer that to the other stuff. Breakdown videos, which breakdown videos are my favourite things. I'm surprised I got 5%. Rambling comments. I can understand that getting 1%, which I'm doing right now. But I still enjoy it. I'm not going to stop. This wasn't for me to find out what to stop and what to keep. I was just curious what people are interested in when they come to my channel. So it was a good poll to good bit of information to know. But none of them are going to stop, just so you know. Natasha says, it tickles me that the channel's name, Slapped Ham, is another euphemism for choking the turkey. And no one bats an eye. Oh, don't worry. Oh, don't you worry. When I first started watching, I thought, oh, that doesn't mean ghost stuff. I remember seeing Slapped Ham years and years ago. I think, even before I made my own channel. I think, how long has Slapped Ham been going for? Do you know what I like to do? I like to go to a channel I enjoy, or like I've just started watching, and go to the very first video. There you go, 7 years ago. This is Slapped Ham's first ever video. You might have deleted videos, who knows, but this came out 1st of July 2014. When did I make my channel? This particular channel was 14th of November 2014, but I actually had a channel before this for my 3D design stuff. Back, I think I made it in 2010. I should have kept it, really, but yeah. So yeah, I've known about the origins of Slapped Ham. It is a funny name, I must say. Mrs. Slocum's cat says, and they commented on the most serious I have ever been. They say, I'd like to think there's more to the afterlife than being stuck in a grubby old house in the middle of nowhere with terrible curtains, throwing things and opening kitchen cupboard doors. I want to do some serious haunting, like floating with a white sheet and chasing people down streets, leaving a trail of shite in their wake. None of that EVP rubbish for me. First of all, I'm going to heart that, and I 100% agree with that. I've always said, if I was a ghost, I mean, one day, maybe I will. Who knows? But if I was a ghost, I would not spend my bloody eternity in purgatory moving stuff. Like, flicking that. It's like, waiting for people to look in my direction, like, look what I'm doing! It's like, it always baffles me. It baffles me. Scientists are baffled. I'm baffled that ghosts take the time out of their day. You know, all that energy, if they do that stuff, to just push the most mundane things, like pushing the control pad, moving a mic like a millimeter. I don't know, it's obviously, Like I said, that's what people think they do. And this is why there are a lot of videos out like that. But I'd love to know where that started. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video, the origins of the modern day paranormal. I know some of it already, a history, like those sisters, I can't remember their names. I'm going to make a video about that because I think it's interesting. But yes, I agree. It always blows my mind that people think that a haunting is just doing the most mundane things. You know, if I was a ghost, I'd be like in your bloody face. Hey! I exist, damn you! Look at me! That's what I'd be doing. Jay says, my husband is a believer and has had numerous personal experiences. We would sometimes watch the top 5 shows, but since I started watching your channel, he won't watch them with me anymore because I've started to point things out to him. At first, he was genuinely interested, but now when I sit down with him, he totally refuses to watch them because he knows I'll explain what a bollocks they are. I love that, and I've had so many comments like that saying, since I watched your channel, I no longer watch these videos the same, or my partner won't watch your videos because they don't want their belief shattered. Like I said, I'm not debunking the paranormal, I'm just debunking bullshit videos, that's all I do. No, I'm not even debunking, I'm just pointing stuff out. That's all I'm doing. But that comment makes me laugh, I like it. After watching this video, Mr. Grey, I watched this one link here. Gotta be a good one for your eagle eyes. Oh, goose pimples. Yes, I'm going to save that because I do actually want to comment on that. Very suspicious. I am going to comment on that. That is a Ghost Pimples video which I'm saving up for when I do a breakdown and analysis. So I will get to that. Thank you for the recommendation. DJ Moss, by the way. Yes, I will get to that. Tina Prentice says, the intro had me in tears. Love watching Mr. Grey showing us the bollocks in the slapped hand videos. They're talking about, I'm not going to play it now. In the last video I did before this, I used the Benny Hill intro in it, which used to be one of my favourite things to watch as a kid. And my intros, I never script them. I don't script anything. I'm not scripted. This is why sometimes I go on tangents and I talk about bollocks, which has nothing to do with the comment. It's because I don't script it. Same with the intros. Like, when I say I don't script it, obviously I've thought about it. But like, most of my intros are me when I'm driving home from work and thinking, that's funny. I only do things I think I find funny. Obviously, some might not find it funny, but I just think I make things which I think that makes me laugh. That's why I do the things I do, is to make me laugh. And I'm just happy some of you have the same humour. But that, unfortunately, that Benny Hill got that video claimed, which I knew it would. And, you know, it does happen, but I am willing to take the hit for comedic value. Heiko Klein says, and again on my last video, says, hey Dan, once again, great reaction video. Lol. I don't do reaction videos. The lights in the woods, I even think they are a deliberate hoax. A cable with LED lights, you know, those dark green ones you put on the Christmas tree, slung around the trees, because the lights look kind of fixed and unmoving, and going on and off in a non-random sequence. I have some that can be set to a various blinking sequences, and that is exactly how those in the video looked like to me. You always might be wrong, but the video is so bad in quality you cannot really decide 100%. Awesome new background music. I appreciate it. And by the way, Michelle Isaacson, I've seen this comment a few times. I think some people, by the way, I should show what they talk, what video they're talking about. Where is it? Yeah, it's about this guy who had a trail cam of lights sort of like traveling through the dark woods on a night vision camera, and I I made the opinion that the camera was high up in the trees and it was looking down on an embankment, which they actually take a photo of the same area. You can see it's sloping down, and I said it's lights in the background. But I was not insinuating that guy faked anything. I mean, that's an opinion by others. I suppose it's down to them. But I wasn't insinuating. I was just saying it could have been campers, could have been just trail, what they call hikers, whatever. Some people said he could even have been animal eyes being, you know, reflected back by night vision, which does happen. But I don't know. That's what I put it on, was it's a sloping bank in with lights in the background, and it looked mysterious on the night vision. But I wasn't trying to say that guy tried to fake anything. You know, just thought I'd put that out. Jan, sorry. I always realize you can't see the bloody comments. I see Abuid has admitted his vids are all ARG. Well, colour me shocked. I'm not shocked one bit. I'm just shocked it took him this long. Is he really? What's his name? He's on bloody TikTok, isn't he? He's not on YouTube. Abuid Hernandez Alvarez. Goes, oh yeah, do you know, I completely forgot I made a video on him. I completely forgot. Has he admitted on YouTube? Probably not. Unfortunately, Abuid only posts on, I think it's Instagram, and then other people upload it to YouTube. I mean, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised one bit. To me, it was never in doubt that he was just doing an ARG. Maybe people just cottoned on to all the bollocks in it and like finally thought, maybe I should just say this now. Because everyone bloody knows. But thank you for the comments. This is the comment I love, which I haven't had for a while, funny enough. You haven't debunked Kent. You have only given your, I think they mean opinion. First of all, heart, king quad. In that particular video, I suppose it is an opinion. In other videos, I have debunked it though. And to me, Kent debunks himself. And not only that, I always bloody forget. There's a viewer on my channel called Shadow something, and they were a group of paranormal investigators who actually went to Kent's house a couple of years back and actually sort of caught him faking stuff. I can't remember. It's the hoax of Carmel, I think it's called. I mean, that's fine. You like I said, that kind of comment where you haven't debunked Kent. That's fine. But this is the answer I always give to the people who say that. How do you know you haven't been there? How do you know he's real when you yourself has not been there, and you yourself are just giving an opinion? It's just the way it is. But thank you for the comment, King Quad. I'm not having to go. You're just defending. It's fine. Oh, there you go. Shia Kit says same thing I was explaining earlier about the difference between why I said the shadow dude was an effect and whereas the white mist was a cobweb. I love the video as always, but the only thing I never get is how you decide between this shadow person, white mist is a simple editing trick, or it's a bug or a spiderweb. Is there something additional you notice with your eagle eyes? Yes. It's really hard to explain. Like I said, I have been using editing and like sort of messing around with myself. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm self-taught in everything I know when it comes to like visual effects, editing. But it's something I've been doing for almost 30 years. It's not something I just started like a year ago. It's something... It's hard to explain how you can spot... Like obviously if you watch a movie... If you watch like a James Bond movie or like Marvel... Like something like Avengers or something. Obviously you know full well that there is the 3D stuff going on in that shot. You know that. Even though it looks bloody good... You can still tell because it's the uncanny valley thing. The uncanny valley thing is, no matter how good something is, you can always, the human brain can just tell straight away that, hang on, there's something off about that. There's something off about that. If you look at things as much as I do, as much as I have over the years, you will always be able to tell, right, that's an effect. That's just a cobweb. That's just bollocks. It's just something you just pick up, and it's hard to explain unless you look at things like that enough. But like I said, it's the uncanny valley thing where no matter how realistic you think it looks, your brain will tell you, no, actually, no, it doesn't look that real. You know, and that's why I could tell the difference between the shadow dude, not just a shadow being cast, because it could have been, you could have made that entire clip of Dark Ghost more realistic simply by being behind the light source, or in front of the light source, night vision, and just walking past it. You don't have to walk past the camera, just walk past the night vision light source he has, the infrared I should say, and you would have made the same effect, a more realistic effect. But the reason I knew that was just an inserted like brush effect is because I've seen them 1,000 times. That's simply it. And the cobweb stuff, like I said, it was on night vision CCTV. And the way it flows was more realistic. You know, it was like sort of ethereal, like a cobweb. That's the only way I can explain it. I can't really explain it that well. Other than it's just stuff I've seen for years. That's it. But thank you for the comments. Chillin' Villain says, and they're talking about, I'm going to show the clip actually. Wait, I'm going to read his comment actually. The table hitting the dude isn't the wind. It's because of the shape of the tabletop. It's kind of an oval shape and not sitting properly. It rolled into the correct resting position, causing it to shift out and hit the guy. And they're talking about... I don't know, is this shifting? I don't know. To me it looks like wind. By the way, I saw a comment saying, because Slaptam in the video says that this is a CCTV taken inside a factory, so it couldn't have been the wind. But I said, wind could easily go through big shutters and roller shutters at the front of factories, which most factories have. But someone commented that they know the area, and it's not actually a factory, it's an open harbour. That probably clobbered him quite good at it. If you can hear my voice, that's because I'm behind. Look, I'm right there. So I don't know. To me, it still looks like a gust of wind, but I'm not there, so I have no idea. But Chillin' Villain, your explanation could definitely be one of them, but I don't know. But thank you for the comments. Right, I'm going to end on this comment because it's getting so long, and apparently Han thinks I talk too much. Nice to debunk for us, but you like to hear yourself talking. Tiresome. You are in the wrong place. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate feedback, but you must be new here, because I talk a lot, and it's not because I like hearing myself bloody talking. I think my accent is ridiculous. But like I said, I don't script anything. I don't write a script. I have something I want to talk about, or I have an idea I want to talk about, or something I want to show, and I just I go off, and I don't stop. It's a thing which I can't help sometimes. Maybe it's a brain thing where I just can't bloody stop talking. I don't know. Maybe it's the nerves. I don't know. But it is unfortunate. You are in the wrong place if you don't if you think I talk too much, because it's kind of a thing. I hope you enjoyed. That is really long, so I'm going to have to make this a part 1 of a part 2. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Like I said, I always enjoy making these comments videos. They're my favourite things to do. Even though I enjoy making the debunking, the breakdowns, the other stuff I can't remember what I do now. But I enjoy the comments one the best, if you ask me. Because I enjoy engaging with you lot. And like I said, I wish I could get to every single comment, but I do get a lot, unfortunately. So if I've missed yours, it's not because I didn't like them, it's just because I have to get through a lot. But anyway, so leave a like if you like this video, leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these quite often, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back again soon, sometime very soon. And hopefully, by the way, my interview videos will come to fruition. I'm just waiting on a few replies. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.